Hello, welcome back everybody. Hi Derek, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Just recovering from a weekend of birthday parties and Christmas parties. Yeah, I was over the other side of the country yesterday, and it took a while to get back. All the snowstorms and everything, so not fun.
Yeah, I saw the TikToks of the M25.
Yeah, so I just missed all of that, thankfully, because otherwise, yeah, I would have been sleeping on the motorway. No fun. Um, welcome back everybody. Let's have a quick look at the fixtures for today. First up, we've got Big Dig versus Great Valkyrie Racing. So Big Dig can't qualify in this one. He's racing purely for pride. He hasn't he hasn't scored a point yet on the board, so um, he'll be after something in this one at least. But yeah, he can't get through at all. Looking at the group, if you have a quick glance at this, where are they? Down here. So Great Valkyrie Racing has got two to race. That's one against Big Dig and one against Great North. So somebody's going to get points, whatever happens between Great North and Great Valkyrie. So even if Big Dig wins in this one, they won't go through. One of these will have more points. So got a bit of time left on that one. Quick look through the other fixtures. One thing I did notice today, we do have a rematch of England versus France, who's Zombie Racing versus Grandor. So hopefully we get a chance to get something back there, Zombie. We're all relying on you to pull something out there.
Who's the ref for that match?
We've also got East Coast Stables versus Chicago's Northtown Stables, Intense Racing versus Great Tempest Racing, Supreme Display of Talent versus GMZ Stables, So Far Gone versus Shade Lane, and of course England v France, Zombie versus Grandors.
That was a nice spot.
Yeah, I was just as I was browsing through the fixtures earlier, I just glanced at it and thought, okay, so that's a good one to go for. Um, So in the first distance for this, not the best distance for Horizon Dawn. I know it's a sprinter at 1,000, but it has flame still here, so a bit of hope there for Big Dig to get an early lead if Horizon finishes well. Being the captain, Counter Strike the captain for Great Valkyrie Racing, but they do have two flames in Sharp Shadow and Spiral Shatter. So not much longer till the group stage. Then we'll have till the knockout stage even. The groups will be finished Wednesday. I think will be the last races. So we'll try and get the first knockout stage done on Thursday.
Exciting stuff. Should go pretty quickly then, isn't it? How many days is it until the group stages are over?
Uh, two days after today. So then Thursday. You mean how many days until the knockout
Till
stage
the
is done?
finish, yeah, till the final.
There's the last 16, quarter-final, semi-final, final.
Okay.
Um, so we'll probably do like the semi-finals and the final on the same day, if we can.
Yeah, so it'd be quarters one day and then semi-final, final on another day.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. I might try and race my class ones at the same time while we're doing this tonight.
Well, it's been
Give them a test.
yeah. Obviously, there's all that drama that's been going on with the super breeds over the weekend.
Yeah.
I missed all of that. I only came back to it today and caught up on the tweets and the messages and the things. But it looks like it's all been resolved anyway.
Yeah, I saw the mail this morning. I didn't breed anything, so too many horses to go straight into breeding.
Yeah. So first the three races between Great Valkyrie Racing and Big Dig Racing. Horizon Dawn, captain flaming for Big Dig. Sharp Shadow and Spiral Shatter. I can't read today. Flames as well. First race at 1400. We've got 1600 and 2400 as well. I guess it's important for Great Valkyrie then to get a good result here. If with a
Green
win,
Flames.
yeah, with a win of the whole fixture in the group, that'll put them second on 6 points.
I vaguely remember they came from behind last time as well.
I think they did, yeah.
Won by like a couple of points.
Where's Donkey? Let's follow Horizon Dawn. I think if Big Dig's going to have any chance in this fixture, he's going to need a good result in the sprints here. Good finish from Donkey, at least. Just coming up to the halfway point.
Should probably apologise now for sniffing and coughing because I've got a sore throat. Man flu, I think, is coming.
So Horizon Dawn's taking an early lead. See if he can hold that for the next 300 meters. I don't think Honey Moonlight will catch him, but not in time anyway.
Fast finishers from Great Valkyrie there.
Yeah, there's one on the inside. Is that Counter Strike? I think it's Counter Strike coming up. Estancia coming up as well. I think they just, yeah, Horizon Dawn's just lost that there. Yeah.
Yep.
So that looks like it was a good scoring round for Great Valkyrie there. Let's see if we've got the fixture updated. Yeah, won by 10 points.
Not too bad. 10 points is recoverable, but mountain to climb still.
It's 11th and 12th, wasn't it, that done Big Dig over
Great
that?
Valkyrie has all the flames in the next race, so
yeah. And the Counter Strike, the captain also flaming, so they'll be after a good result. Good finish from Counter Strike. Hopefully a bit better than Horizon Dawn did then. Sharp Shadow flaming and Spiral Shatter again. But yeah, 10.5 points isn't too bad to catch up, but obviously that totally depends on where your strongest position, strongest funnel was, really.
yeah. And as Great Valkyrie stables came from behind last time, I think she gets better as they go further.
Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be the case for Big Dig there. Did you didn't breed anything then over the weekend?
No. Too busy just racing and trying to work out what I've got. It's quite interesting that, I've gone into both glue stables. My third glue stable, the proper glues, I'm just racing in freeze. I still need to carry on doing that. But my second glue stable, I've moved quite a few of them into my main now because they were winning.
Okay.
My strategy at the moment is just pure double ups and anything sort of 50% and above I'll run. But I'm looking for like ones that are like 70% and above, which I've got quite a few of. But is it just because they're on a good cycle?
Yeah.
I've done 20 races on each horse as the marker, and anything below 50% I'll just transfer to my second stable or my glue stable for another day. And anything above 50%, I'm giving it a chance.
That's fair. I don't think I'll dig too far into mine. I don't like having too many horses to race.
Yeah, it does take a very long time.
There's a tournament start tomorrow as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit gutted that the you can't enter the 501s, 550s in class 1.
Yeah, the class segments.
I think they just said it's this week. I think I read they said it's just this week. It's not counted.
Yeah, they'll change it up, no doubt, as we go through. There'll be some that are segmented and some that aren't.
Yeah, it's why I'm nomming a couple of horses now, class 1s into some races. Just one race here and there, just to see if any of them flame. Because I've not raced anything in class 1 yet. I've just gone class 2 and down. I was
Yeah.
too scared to race Class 1, just in case all my good horses are now glue. That's what's put me off. But it's been a week, or more than a week. Oh, a week today, wasn't it? Yeah.
Best time to try it with the tournament, at least, I guess. So, race 2 between Great Valkyrie Racing and Big Dig Racing. Great Valkyrie Racing taking all the flames and 10.5 points ahead from the first race. Big Dig's got a lot to catch up. And there's at least got well, one or two longer distance runners, but don't think that's going to be enough. Let's follow the counter stroke, the captain. Just gone up to the halfway point. See who's going to break away first. It's Horizon's Resilience. The early lead. Counter stroke coming up behind, coming up second. An aggressive counter third at the moment. Counter stroke's looking quite strong there. Just about to take first with 400 meters to go. Is it going to take first?
Doesn't look like it, does it?
It's just stopped running there.
I think Big Dig might take this.
Yeah. Horizon Dawn's coming up quite strong in the middle as well. And Estancia. Counter stroke down to third. Estancia's going to take this.
Yeah, that's Big Dig's, isn't it? Yeah, it is,
Yep.
yeah. 1-2 for Big Dig there, so he's may have just caught up those 10 points.
Yeah, against the odds.
Yeah.
He
Might
has.
Yeah, lead.
That's a great result there for Big Dig.
Yeah.
So it's now 4.5 points ahead going into the final race.
Can Great Valkyrie Stables do it again? Come from behind in the last race?
It's going to have to
I
now,
don't
aren't
think
they?
we've had a topsy-turvy result, have we? Like when one person's winning round 1, another person's win round 2, and another person wins round 3.
Not sure actually. No, probably not. They've
No, I
usually
don't
won
think
one
we
or
have.
two at the lower
Yeah.
distances or high ones. So Great Valkyrie got 2 of the flames in this one, aggressive counter and the Barclay, and Big Dig Racing has 1 flame with Minted for winning. Neither of the captains flaming. Horizon Dawn didn't do too bad in that last race though for him. A quick look at the race.
It is amazing what a good horse can do.
It was 6. I mean, their captain with flames finished 4th. Great result for Estancia and Horizon's Resilience there. Didn't think it looked early on that Counter Stroke was going to catch him, but just seemed to drop off, didn't it? I don't know what happened though. Not enough
Must have had
kick
too
on
many
it.
sugar cubes or something.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the tournament starting back up again. But definitely doing a bit more racing then myself anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's gonna. So I've not been. I've not. I have gone and had a look at some horses that seem to have run like like 40 races and maybe won like sort of like 8 to 10 races. But in my stable, I haven't got many horses that. I think I've got 1 or 2 that have done similar. I haven't got many that seem to win a lot. I've got a lot of double up winners.
Yeah.
But nothing that seems to win a lot.
Well, I think the stats from pre the racing update, in terms of what's classed as a high win rate, are going to be completely changed now.
Yeah.
Because everything's a bit more balanced. I mean, you can get horses with like 17-18% higher win rate in the earlier racing, but a lot of that was class manipulation based.
Yeah.
Particularly for the
Interesting to
paids.
see, like, yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of horses out there that are bargains. Like, I see some people selling horses for like £2 still, and I'm like, oh, Do you just take them because they could potentially just be because they've not been dried enough? No way, not yet. Or some of them might have, but I bet there's some out there that haven't. And people will just have too many horses and want to offload them.
Yeah, I think for sure a lot of them will be abandoned early. You know, even the high VAR ones that go on a small bad run, people just won't bother with them after that.
Yeah, that's what I need to get into my stable. Some high variants. I don't have much high variance horses. I do have a couple that are like I think I've got one that's 99. Um, and another one that's like 97, I think. But other than that, I don't have much. So definitely where my stable's lacking.
A lot of people, a lot of people abandoned it from the previous version, previous race versions, just because since breeding 2.0 came out, they're all getting a lot of them lost profitability.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely hard.
it's definitely better for them now because they're down in the lower classes at least. So final race, Great Valkyrie and Big Dig, 4.5 points difference going into the coming into this. So Great Valkyrie slightly behind, also slightly favoured with their 2 flames over minted, one for Big Dig, minted for
It's
winning.
looking a pretty close race now.
Yeah, just coming up to the halfway point. So we've got the Barkley highlighted, Flaming Genesis. After Sahara with taking an early lead. Sharp shadow over the side. Not sure if it's got enough to catch him, but there's still 800 meters to go. Stancia and Horizon Dawn also picking up in the middle there. Does look like Sharp Shadow is going to catch him. Could come down to where the captains finish here. Horizon Dawn looking good. Definitely not his preferred distance funnel, but he's putting in that work.
Yeah, it looks like a good result there for Horizon Dawn.
Counterstroke coming up on the outside as well for Great Valkyrie.
Flame Horse is not doing very well in this.
No, Spiral Shatter's coming through to take the win here as well for Great Valkyrie. So they got the 1, 2, potentially 3. See if Horizon Dawn can hold off Counterstroke.
Yeah,
He do that, he did.
1-2 there, I think, might be enough to take the win.
Oh, so Great Valkyrie won that one. 50.5 to 37. So overall they won by 9 points. Yep. Yep.
So we've got our first wooden spooner.
Yep. Well, I mean, he was out already from the previous race, so.
Oh no, it's not our first wooden spooner, is it? That was Iceberg Racing.
Yeah, it was.
Who would have wrote that? That's like Germany going out.
So next up we got
always like the underdog.
yeah. So next we got East Coast Stables versus Chicago's Northtown Stables, 1,400, 1,600, and 2,200 meters. So East Coast Stables beat Iceberg actually, didn't they, in their first race?
Yep.
Give that a refresh.
Chicago's got 2 of the flames here.
Both captains flaming as well. Zed race player's been a bit slow today. Let me just check. Yeah, I didn't think the audio was working then. It's definitely a bit weird. It sounds underwater. Oh, it's the water truck. So first race between East Coast Stables and Chicago's Northtown Stables. Let's have a look where they are in the groups while they're running there. So both teams have got a win so far. Platin and Trotting currently top of the group with 2 wins. And yeah, Iceberg Racing's out after all 3 races. So raise your glass and Ardor are the captains. Chicago's Northtown in all the skins. Have you picked up any skins on the cheap?
No, I didn't. I sold my one for 0.01 ETH profit, Poland, which I was happy about, considering I didn't really want to go into this competition, the Metaverse one. But I have just bought 2 extra Budweiser passes. I only had one, which I won many moons ago, and I just bought another 2 because I think the Budweiser tournament is actually really good. And I don't think many people are noticing how good it is because the
Just
chat wasn't really going off at all, and it's an amazing tournament. It's got so much money in it for like 3 days racing, I think it is, or 4 days.
so there's 100 meters left here. It's looking Chicago. Well, raise your glass here is coming up with a strong finish. Or quite a few of East Coast Stables horses
Yeah, you
finish
got
well there.
first, second, third there. First, second, third, fifth. So he's going to have quite a big lead, I think.
54 to 34, so 20 points from the first race.
Yep.
It's a strong start.
Yeah, just going back to that Budweiser tournament, it's yeah, it does look really good. I'm actually quite excited for it. I like it that basically what they're doing is every class and every funnel, 36 horses qualify, and like I think so you qualify by getting wins. First place gets $150, and then I think 30th to 36th place gets $25. But then you go into like a knockout stage, similar to what we're doing, like 6v6, and then 6 go through and 6 get knocked out, and you win money in those knockout stages there as well. You happen to get to the final where it's 1 horse v 1 horse, you win that, you get $1,000, and it's $1,000 for every funnel and every distance.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So like, so that's why I bought 2. I don't know if if every Budweiser pass it was 3 horses you could put in. So I bought 3 so I can qualify up to 9 horses. And I guess the cheeky way of doing it, if you got something in front of something else that you want in, you just transfer it to a different stable.
Yeah.
So see if I get any qualified. I don't know, might not, but yeah, because there's only 1,800 passes, and there's only so many horses and passes that people have got. So
Yeah, they took the snapshot the other day, didn't they? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday.
tonight. I think is it tonight or yesterday they took it. I can't remember if it was the 12th at 0000 or the 12th at 23:39.
I definitely saw a tweet saying they'd done it.
Okay.
So second race between East Coast Stables and Chicago's Northtown Stables. East Coast got 2 of the flames, including the captain, and Ardor again flaming for Chicago's Northtown. So not too far off the last distance. East Coast will be after a similar result here.
Yeah. Hey, just while I remembered, didn't you get 2 skins at the beginning of the first cup?
Yeah, I got Brazil and France.
Oh, okay. And you sold one, didn't you?
Sold Brazil and swapped France for England.
Ah, okay. Ouch, that hurts.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah. You were robbed.
I've bought the Mexico skin since though.
Okay, you actually got that. I know you.
Yeah, I got it quite cheap. So.
Nice.
So 20 points difference after the first race in favour of East Coast Stables. Chicago's Northtown are probably going to have to finish well here to have a chance going into the last race. If it's anything similar to the previous one, I think they'll be out. It'll be like a 40-point difference. We'll follow Ardor in this one. If they're going to do it, they're going to need a good result from Ardor at least. The last race, 2,200, the last distance for them. So if East Coast Stables wins this, Chicago Nortown are out. Here's the break. Ardor with an early lead for Chicago's Nortown.
Can he hold on?
He's currently got a 1-2. He's just about to lose that. It doesn't look like the captain for East Coast Stables is doing too well in this one. Currently sat in 11th, 200 metres to go. Ardor's held the lead. Battle Titan currently holding second. And that's just changed. So bad result there for Raise Your Glass, but great result for Ardor on Chicago's Nortown at least.
Yeah, that looks like a pretty even split there. So I don't think points will be much different. Still 20-ish.
Yeah, so East Coast Stables won by 1 point in that one, so very close, very close. And 19 points going through into the next one, something like that. 18.5.
But East Coast has all the flames going into the last, so definitely going into it. Favourite to take this.
Yeah. Yeah, brand new key, platinum proof and triumphant Juniper. So just have a quick look, check of Chicago's team while we're here. Yeah, they've got a couple which, I guess two mids and one marathoner. So they'll be after a good result from Arcade Legend. Don't think the captains are going to be doing much in this, but the neither of them are flaming, but with a half decent roll, those 1.5 times points makes quite a bit of difference.
Yeah, it can do, especially if you get that first place with the captain.
But I mean, we just saw that in the last one. Chicago's Nortown finishing first with a captain, but still wasn't enough given the number of horses that came through in the top 6 for East Coast Stables. Keep trying to get onto the wrong laptop with the wrong mouse.
Yeah, I've got a new setup now. Like I've tried to, because I was on a laptop before, and I end up hurting my back if I'm on a laptop because I suffer a severe, stupid back injury. But yeah, it's much better now. I've got everything set up on my monitors and my other webcam. That's why you can see my kitchen.
Yeah,
literally live in my living room working.
Yeah, I need to redo my office. I want to get a 6 monitor setup in here at some point.
Yeah,
so
I kind of want the same. Free for work, free for pleasure.
Yeah. I'll probably still have extra monitors around though. I'm terrible. I've got so many PCs and laptops and things that I use for different stuff. So final race between East Coast Stables and Chicago's Nortown Stables. East Coast Stables taking all the flames. Definitely the favourites to go through here, given that they're like 19 points ahead as well. But a good result, good finish from Ardor here. Could be the start of an upset. But I mean, they're going to need all the horses to finish well, though, aren't they? Really, I don't think they're going to have a chance without that, and definitely Ardor.
They definitely need at least probably the first three, maybe even four of the first five.
Yeah, it's a big ask. We have
Yeah,
seen the comebacks though.
yep.
Maybe not as extreme as this when they've lost all their flames and there's a 20-point difference going into the last one, but it'd be nice to see.
Hey, we've all got those flame horses that keep coming last.
Yeah.
Whether or not you got three in the same race, though, that'd be quite impressive.
So Chicago's Nortown need the good result to stay in the whole tournament. If they lose this, they're out. This would be their third. I think it's their third race. Yeah, third race. They've won one, lost one. But 3 points won't be enough to get you through. So just gone past the halfway mark. Horses are starting to break. Platinum Proof taking an early lead for East Coast Stables. Viva Las Vegas for East Coast Stables in second as well currently. Just over 600 to go. It looks like East Coast are finishing strong here.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna just extend his lead.
Ardor not coming through for Chicago's Nortown. He's finishing above Racer Glass at least. Top four all the East Coast Stables. It's like Arcade Legends coming up now on the outside to Pip second. Oh, did he get first? Did he get first there? No. No, that won't be enough to go through, I don't think. Let's have a quick check. No, East Coast Stables went through 140.5 to 113.5, so won all three of the races. Mid was quite close, but I guess the marathons were quite close as well. There's only 6 points in that, but it was that early lead from the sprints that made the difference. So
That's East Coast on 6 points now as well in his group.
yep. So it looks like East Coast Stables will. Who else have they got to play at race actually?
Plotting and Trotting, is it?
Yeah, it might be.
Is that the person
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it'll be Plotting and Trotting. So both of those would be around 6 points currently. So it doesn't matter the result of that race; they'll be going through. Be good to see East Coast Stables and Plotting and Trotting though, because they're two strong teams.
Yeah, definitely.
So next up, we've got Intense Racing versus Great Tempest Racing. Intense Racing taking two of the flames with Atomic Sparkles and Steel Fire and the captain So Many Rules for Great Tempest Racing. Let's find where they are. We've got the Matrix track. So Intense Racing are currently top of the group with 3 points. Great Tempest are also on 3 points. Intense Racing will be definitely after the win here. This is their last race. Great Tempest has got one more after this. If Intense Racing gets the win, I think there'll be 3. 6 points.
Yeah, it's very hard not to go through with 6 points.
So we'll follow the captain's so many rules for Great Tempest Racing. Just over the halfway mark now. 1,000 meters, the first race. Steel Fire taking the lead for Intense Racing. Doesn't look like so many rules is going to catch him here. In fact, it might lose second. Yeah, it has to its own team as well. That's a bit damaging there. The captain dropped down to 5th.
Yeah, I think that might still be close now, points wise.
Yeah.
Tenth Racing got 10th, 11th, no, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, so could still be close points wise.
Great Tempest Racing won that one 51 to 32.5.
Yeah, so it wasn't that close. Yeah, even though Tenth Racing got the win, Great Tempest getting all those other high positions.
Yeah.
Puts him in front by quite a bit as well.
Yeah, it's a good lead from the first race, to be fair.
Yeah, it's amazing how the points, you glance at it and you're like, oh, that looks close, and then you refresh it and it's not close at all.
So let's have a quick look at their teams while we're here.
It's because I go from first to that. Like first was intense, then second great, third great, fourth intense. So straight away you think that's close. You kind of don't look at the other results and you realise, oh, it's not close.
Yeah.
Every point counts.
So that's probably the worst funnel as well for Intense Racing. So they look a bit stronger in mids. Let's check out Great Tempest Racing. So Great Tempest Racing are pretty much all mids with the one marathoner, Mind of Gold. So I mean that explains the 2 flames going to Great Tempest Racing in this one. So yeah, Intense Racing are going to be up against it. I think quite a big gap from the first race, and I think these other 2 distances might favour Great Tempest Racing again. So let's have a quick look at their group. So 3 teams at the moment on 3 points. This is the final race for Intense Racing, so that if they lose this one, they'd finish on 3. Chubby Pony Club and Emerald Aussie. Great Tempest Racing has got a race Emerald Aussie Club as well, I think. And then Chubby Pony Club versus Great Tempest Racing. So there's still a bit of movement in this group, I think.
Yeah, but definitely. It's one of the tighter groups.
Yeah, I think Intense Racing are going to need something from this one to stay in it, though. Doesn't look like they'll go through on 3. So 2,000 meters up next, and then 2,400 for the final race. Two flames for Great Tempest Racing with the Psychologist and Mind of Gold. Molly Sensibly flaming for Intense Racing. Neither of the captains flaming now. Captains didn't flame in the first one, did they? I think so many rules did.
Yeah, so many rules did, yeah.
So intense racing, going to need a good result here. Let's follow Molly sensibly. So if you noticed on the Zed Racer site, we added the Racing 2.0 filter to the horse page.
Oh no.
So you can just click on that and just see its stats in Racing 2.0. And then there's also Racing 1.0 as well, so you can break it all down, including breaking it down further into 6 horse and 12 horse racing. So it's quite useful for tracking how well your horse is doing in Racing 2.0.
Is that horses? Did you say?
Yeah, on the horse page.
Oh yeah, Racing 2.0. I see.
Yeah, as I said, I think what people class as a good horse, it's based on its stats in the previous racing. It's probably going to go out the window a little bit with this one, but given everything's a little bit fairer, including things like cut lines for the tournaments. They're going to
Yeah,
be a lot
obviously
more
it's going to be
balanced.
such a lottery. Yeah.
Mm.
Same stable races. Sorry, what was that? Is everyone going to hate me if I do that? It's like if I try and put 12 horses in one race.
That'll hunt
Mind
you
you,
down.
if I'd
You'll be
done
hunted
that,
down on Twitter.
well, that's all right. Don't got it. I need be on it to nom these things. But then, if you're doing it horse by horse, which obviously I would, because I do it all from the same stable, then chances of me getting all 12 runners would be slim to none.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Go during the higher entry ones, maybe.
Oh, well, yeah, but
400
then
meters to go.
that's too risky.
Yeah.
I'm not donating money. Not donating money for a chance to win a little bit of money. No chance. Yeah.
Molly Sensibly is coming up probably a bit too slow here. So many rules with the lead though at the moment. She's good for Great Tempest as the captain.
It's not going to be caught, is it?
No. Molly Sensibly is coming up into
Great
third.
race in there.
So they've got a second and third for Intense.
Yeah, second and fourth. Yeah.
So 50 points to 34.5, so very similar to the first race. Quite a lot to do really in the last one there for Intense Racing. I'm not sure they'll do that. They do have the 2 flames though.
34. It can be done, but they're going to need it probably again at least 3 of the top 4 home, and then
Needs the captain in the top 3, I think.
yeah, I think they need Great Tempest Racing to have like the bottom 4 or maybe bottom 3 at least. So not impossible, but very difficult.
Very. I said I think this is the if Intense Racing don't win this one, I expect they'll go out. I mean, there is the possibility that they go through. I think. Don't know. It's difficult to work it all out when you're just glancing at it. So 2 flames for Intense Racing with Ideology, Molly Sensibly, and 1 for Great Tempest Racing, Mind of Gold. Neither of the captains flaming, but the captain position for Intense Racing is pretty important in this one. I really need a good run from him to catch up, make up that point difference.
So I was just looking at my Racing 2.0 stats for my horse that I think currently racing the best. I've had 34 races, 15% first, 9% second, 30% sixth, 100% flames, and profit of 0.0167 in double ups only.
It's not bad.
Yeah, probably should try it in other races, but I can't remember why it's bloody variants and that's like. I have to rejoin Siege Racing because my pass expired literally like about 3 days ago. And I was like, oh damn it. But yeah, I'll be joining.
So if I follow Scrutinise in this one, it's not flaming, but they're definitely going to need a good result out of him to make up this point difference. It can't be finishing lower than 6. Ideally, it needs a top 3. It's probably a big ask for it. I just saw Big Dig was in chat. He only popped on briefly to say Lacey smells.
Oh yeah. I saw.
So Intense Racing currently looking good. So you've just come up to the halfway point now. What was that? Jet Thunder followed. Thanks, Jet Thunder. Nice to see you here as well. Just over the halfway point. And here goes Scrutinise taking the lead. Can he do it? Mind of Gold second at the moment for Great Tempest Racing. Scrutinise is it's broken really well there. 800 metres to go still, but will he be caught? So Rapid Fish is coming up on the outside here as well for Great Tempest.
Yeah.
Looks like
broke well enough, has it?
No, it's just about to be taken. Yeah, there it goes. Mind of Gold in the lead at the moment for Great Tempest Racing. Rapid Fish coming up on the outside, but Scrutinise currently in second, which is a great result for Scrutinise. If he can hold that. So that Psychologist coming up on the inside, in the middle here.
What's the captain for Great Tempest?
So Many Rules. Currently in 9th. So that looks like it was a strong result for Great Tempest Racing there.
Yeah, first 4 home. So he just extends his lead. The massive lead actually. Yeah.
Yeah, 157.5 to 94. So that was the biggest win of the 3 races as well.
Not quite the biggest win of everyone, but yeah, that's
up there.
Dominating win. Yeah.
So next up,
60 points above is a massive win.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Supreme Display of Talent versus GMZ Stables at 1,000, 1,600 and 2,200. Check out where these guys are in their group. So Supreme Display of Talent has got a draw and a loss, so he's going to need this win to stay in. GMZ's only raced once and lost, so they're also going to need a win. So I think Supreme Display of Talent wins. The current group leader's on 4, but they've also got a race to go. There's a second team, Crimson Hands, on 3 points.
Will Crimson Hands get another 30 to 6 when he races?
Is he racing today? He's not racing today, is he?
No,
no,
today.
Tomorrow I think.
He must be racing tomorrow on Wednesday. Yeah. Pretty sure they've only raced 1.
Yeah, they have at the moment. So 2 flames for Supreme Display of Talent with 1 more than done, and Big Pappy OG, and 1 for GMZ with finger paints. So Enterprise Moss for Supreme Display of Talent has just been doing well, regardless of distance. What I remember.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you saying that horse's name a couple of times.
Yeah, it's a good butte gen. Just coming up to the halfway point. One more than done taking the early lead. Got all the Supreme Display of Talents team breaking early there. Currently got the top 4. Minky's catching up. But from now until forever as well, as is that Fallen Princess over there? Or Finger Paints? There's Finger Paints coming through to take the win. Didn't see where the captains finished then, actually. Let's have a quick look. Oh, 11th and 12th, the 2 captains. So very, very close. Very, very close. 40 to 39.5, so 0.5 points in that one.
So who's next?
1600 meters, next race. Big Papi OG flaming for Supreme Display of Talent. And GMZ's got the Captain Bluey and Falling Princess flaming. Quick look at their group while we're here. So their group's quite open because of that draw at the moment. Crimson Hand's still got 2 races to go. Obviously Supreme Display of Talent racing its last race now, then it's GMZ. We'll have one more race against Crimson Hands, so it can get quite complicated. 4 points, depending on what goes on with Crimson and Sprocket Stable. If they've got a good point difference, will get them through. But at the moment, Supreme Display of Talent will be out, even with a win, I think. Trying to think of a way that I think GMZ would have to beat Crimson Hands and Sprocket Stable beat Crimson Hands.
Yeah, that draw's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah. So if Crimson loses his next 2 races and Supreme wins this one, they'll go through. But other than that, it's out of their hands after this if once they get the win. At least they're going into the next race with a slight lead. I mean, very slight, 0.5 points, but it's better than going in 20 down, isn't it?
Yeah. We've seen a lot of surprises in this tournament so far.
Yeah, Alex has just said a similar thing there in chat.
Yeah, Crimson's got a very strong stable though. I think Crimson will probably win all their matches.
Going off the first result, I think it was quite is it quite a big win in that one? Yeah, it's 50 points, 53 points.
Yeah. I mean, it is 2 best stables on the site joining though, isn't it? So they must have done their homework.
Yeah.
But we definitely saw having, I think, was it donkeys isn't the way to go?
Yeah, I think that really screwed over Iceberg.
Yeah. Those getting those, because your best horses, you know, the random roll doesn't let your best horses win all the time. I mean, saying that, he did have his worst horses one position last all the time either, so maybe it's just lucky.
It could have, yeah, it could well have been. Yeah, because they weren't exactly finishing 11th, 12th every race, were they?
No, and obviously the last day doesn't really count because he had 3 horses not in the stable, so.
Follow Bluey, the captain for GMC in this one. $1,600 meters. What's our next race at? The page. 2,200. Just coming up to the halfway point. None of them breaking just yet. Unless they've all gone together. Oh, there we go. So Bluey part of the breakaway pack, but definitely not finishing finishing stronger. It's already slipped to 4th. Minkyu the lead at the moment. Fallen Princess coming on strong here. I think very likely to win this.
GMZ looks like he's got more in front.
Bluey finishing 11th. Enterprise Moss 12th. They switched over at the end.
GMZ got first, third, and fourth there, so going to extend his lead, I think, in this one.
But GMZ wasn't winning.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was second, just wasn't he?
Yeah. So very close race again, 37 to 42.5. So there's 5 points in it going into the final race. So final race, we've got Hinky flaming for Supreme Display of Talent, Bluey again for GMZ Stables, and Vengabus is coming for GMZ as well. So 2,200 meters.
Well, good luck to Alex. I think he's in the chat, isn't he?
Yep. Not too many points to catch up on there. Let's see.
No, yeah, that's down to the white. That's almost as good as 0-0, I think, in this type of format.
Yeah. So 3 sprinters on Supreme Display of Talent side. 2 mid runners and 1 marathon, a grand jury. Hinky's flamed. Mid runner. It's 2,200. It's not too bad for the mid runners there, I guess. See how GMZ's horses are at this distance. Yeah, GMZ's got 2 that'll be decent here. Even the 3rd one from now until forever. So final race between these 2, Supreme Display of Talent and GMZ Stables, 2,200 meters, 5 point difference in it. Bluey flaming, captain for GMZ, along with Vengabus is coming, and Hinky for Supreme Display of Talent. Supreme Display of Talent need a good result in this one. So yeah, hopefully you get a good result from Enterprise Moss here then, Alex.
Yeah, he's saying in the chat that he's got 1 true sprint and 1 true marathon, but it depends what other people have got. Which always gives you that chance.
We'll follow the captain for Supreme Display of Talent here. So GMZ need the win to even be with a chance. Then they've got to beat Crimson Hands after that as well.
Yeah, because they're currently on 0 points, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they lose this, well, looks like maybe somebody could be going out in this unless the unthinkable happens, I guess, in this group stage. But hey, anything's possible. We've seen that bloody in the World Cup football, to be
Yeah.
honest. Morocco for the win now, is it?
Who knows? Could be anybody.
The teams they've beaten so far.
Yeah. They're just come up to the halfway point. Enterprise Moss currently in the lead. So all of Supreme Display Talent broken early there. Finger Paint's currently in the lead for GMZ. Doesn't look like a strong result for Enterprise Moss there. Looks like he's falling back. Blue is at last place at the moment.
Who are the captains in each team?
Enterprise Moss and Bluey. So there you go. Enterprise Moss is catching up now. 400 meters to go. Got enough to catch up. Venga Bus is coming here. Grand Jury. Certainly trying it. 100 meters left.
Okay, well, it's looking
Hinky coming through.
much close result, isn't it? Looking how the horses are spread across the track.
It's a difficult one to call from that.
I mean, yeah, that's going to be very close. I can't call that looking at the results. It's too close.
So 44 to 41.5 in that last race. So GMC Stables take the win, 126 to 118.5. But yeah, very close. Unlucky Alex.
Yeah, unlucky Alex.
So our next race, our next fixture, So Folgon versus Shady Lane Stables. Just check their group. So both teams on 0 points at the moment. This is the last race for So Folgon. Shady Lanes have got one more after this, so So Folgon wouldn't go through with the win. Shady Lane Stables has still got a chance. If he gets a win here, he'll be able to go through with another good result. Against Crazy Stars to be racing after, who were on 3 points as well. So 1 flame for So Folgon, 2 for Shady Lane Stables. Need the captain flaming. We're in the matrix again. Patroness the captain for So Folgon. Cash Bar Funeral for Shady Lane Stables. Shady's got his France skin on. A couple of England ones. A couple of Ecuador. So first race 1400. Got 2000, 2600 after that as well. Let's follow Misty Hoof.
So Far Gone stable confuses me because that horse has got named So Far Gone.
Yeah, I haven't been brave enough to name a horse after my stable.
I
In case
know,
it's
that's
crap.
very lucky to get a good horse, isn't it? That
Yeah, yeah.
naming it after your stable.
So we're over the halfway point now, and the horses are starting to break. So Far Gone, racing for So Far Gone, currently first. Patroness, the captain for So Far Gone, currently in fourth. And Cash Bar Funeral currently in seventh, dropping to eighth. So Pyramids there coming to take the win. Did he catch them?
No,
It was
but
Misty Hoof. It was Misty Hoof that was coming in, not Pyramids, but not quite.
yeah, So Far Gone. They've got so Shady won it with prices of, I'm assuming that's pressure, but not doesn't fit. Then So Far Gone got second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So that's probably a win for So Far Gone.
Probably, yeah. The captain finished last as well for Shade Lane. Yeah, 51 to 31.5, so 19.5 lead at the moment.
Yeah, that's a big start.
And they've taken all the flames in mid as well. So the captain, Patroness, flaming, Pyramids, and So Far Gone.
Just looking at their group, so So Far Gone's race two, but hasn't won any at the moment. And Shady Lane's race one and hasn't won any. So Far Gone.
It's their last.
Win this.
It's their last race. If So Far Gone win, I still don't think they'll go through because Crazy
They've
Stars
won.
and Shady Lane have got a race still. One of those will get points. I guess Shady Lane could win that.
Yeah, So Far Gone, I think, wins this then, and they've got more points than Crazy Stars. They go into
Yeah,
second, and then Shady would have to beat Crazy Stars and score less points than So Far Gone.
yeah. So not completely out for them.
No, but yeah, if they don't win this, obviously, then they score 0 points and they're out of the competition.
So Far Gone are primarily a mid-stable. Let's just check Shady Lane. It's got a couple of higher mid runners there. 2,600 being the final race. That might favour Shady Lane a bit. I think they're going to need a good result from this race either way because of the
Yeah,
gap.
they catch that 19 points.
It's so far gone saying, so you're saying there's a chance. There's still a chance, yeah. There's still a chance.
That's weird that he said that. It was going through my mind the other day. Remember the film Dumb and Dumber? Ever seen that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Goes 1 in a million to go out with him. Are you saying there's a chance? And literally, that popped into my head the other day, and then he just said it.
So yeah, good. If So Far Gone finish here with a good point split, that's going to make all the difference going into the last race.
Yeah, those 19 points in the first, that's a big win in the first. So if you can keep it level here or extend it.
Let's follow the captain, Patroness. At 2,000 meters in this one. To see how well these mid runners do in 2,600 for So Far Gone.
Yeah, no problem so far. We got 5 million people currently watching us. That's what the 5 means, yeah?
Yeah, on Twitch. There's a couple on YouTube as well. So approaching the halfway point. Shady's definitely going to need a good result from Cash Bar Funeral. Get that 1.5 times point bonus. So third so far with the early lead. Pyramids in second. Sofol gone in third. Cash Bar Funeral in fourth. No third. Sofol gone. Pyramid still in the lead at the moment. 450 meters to go. $300 to go. Not sure if they could be caught here. So far so cool, coming up stronger in the middle for Shady Lane. It's just taken first place. Rising blood pressure, currently fourth. Looks quite split there actually.
Yeah,
Big Cash Bar finish.
So far gone was second, third, then Shady, then so far goals. I know, yeah, quite maybe so far actually did win that.
They did, yeah, 46.5 to 38, so they have extended the lead a tad there.
So it's slightly more of a chance now.
Yeah. 2,600 meters in the final race. Let's see who's taking the flames. So one for Shady Lane with So Far So Cool, but So Far Gone has got two with Pyramids and Darth Ducky. We haven't had too many 2,600 meter races.
No, we haven't. Had some. Just when we go make a cup of tea, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, for the quarterfinals, we're going to do the races with 3-minute gaps instead of 5.
Okay.
Just because there's a few more races to go through on the one day there as well. So it's the last 16. There's 8 races instead of 6.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once all the group stages out of the way, we'll generate the fixtures for the group stage, knockout stage even. So Shady Lane up against it in this last race. Needs a very strong finish to catch up. Was it? I can't remember how many points they were away.
19, right, or 20?
A bit more than that now. Just under 30. 28.
Yeah. Looks like So far we'll get this win. That's a big turnaround, 28 points.
So with Sofol gone winning this race, if they do win the fixture, that puts them on 3 points after 3 races. Shady Lane will be on 0 points after 2 races. But yeah, definitely still a chance to go through if Shady then beats Crazy Stars.
It depends on the points.
Yeah.
Because it's so far gone. I'm assuming we'll be in front because he's race 3. I guess you have to see how many points he is in front.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like 50 points then.
Yeah, Crazy Stars is behind quite a bit because they've got 222 for and 281 against. So if they do lose to Shady Lane, I think depending how bad they win, we'll have to see. They might look good actually if that does happen. I think points wise they're in a strong position at least. So neither captain flaming in the final race. It's full of cash bar funeral for Shady Lane. There's I think with a point gap this big, you need your captain to finish first really. Get those 18
Yeah,
points.
you kind of need like the first 4 home, so it's definitely possible. We've seen, I swear we've seen a big gap point close, haven't we?
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
was like 30 odd points, maybe even like slightly more than that, and someone did catch up and win, but I can't remember who.
It's when you've got a sprint team facing a marathon team.
Yeah, yeah. I think vaguely, I think they got the first 4 home and then got 7, or first 5 home, sorry, and then got 7 to win. So didn't get the whitewash, but enough to see them win, whoever it was.
Just at the halfway point now. Look, Patronesses have an early break, along with Cash Bar Funeral. So 2 captains taking the lead. Our third so far, still hanging in there at the moment. It's about to be overtaken though. Rising blood pressure. Shade Lane currently in second. It's that third so far even, currently second.
It's looking like quite an evenly split at the moment.
Cash Bar Funeral holding the lead here will be big for Shade Lane though. That's 18 points if he can hold it. He does need Patroness to fall back a little bit though. Major Foal and So Far gone. Are catching him, but there's just over 100 meters to go. Will they pip him at the post here?
It's not enough, no, is it? Like he needed at least the first 4 home, I think.
Yeah, I think so. The captain came through for him there though with the win. That would have. Oh, he came second actually. Major Foal just pipped that, I think.
Yeah, he came second, the captain. Which is kind of interesting because you're still seeing lower levels doing well against Class 1 horses.
Yeah. So that was 147 to 107 it finished, so 40-point gap there. But still everything to play for in that group though.
Yep.
So next up we have England v France. Zombie Racing versus Grand
Already
Horse.
over, isn't it? Didn't we just reward it to England because of yes? I'm joking.
So 2 flames to Grand Horse of France with Le Missile and Dreams Over, and 1 to Typhoon Monaco, Zombie Racing. See where they are in their current group. So Zombie has 6 points. False Gold raced all 3 and on 6 points. Grand Horse have had 1 race, 1 fixture, and are currently on no points. So Grand Horse need to win this really, and then also beat Ala and Galaxy Racing, and it's going to come down to points between them and Zombie. Ala and Galaxy Racing aren't going to be able to get through. They've got 1 race left. They're currently on 0 points, and 2 teams are already on 6. So still everything to go for both of these though. If Zombie wins this, he's gone through in first place of the group. And the final race of the group won't matter.
Teams with 6 points, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'd be a good matchup. Technically, you know, it could technically be the final, like in a week or 2 time, whenever it is we do it.
Yeah.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If 2 people finish first and second in the group and then actually meet in the final again.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they can do that in the brackets. I think they can.
I think you can.
Because winner of 1 race is runner-up of Winner of Group A races, runner up of Group B, and so on.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe not. I think maybe you meet in the semis, don't you? I don't know.
Not sure. I'll have to check that. So just over the halfway point. Dreams over for Grandorse, currently in the lead. Big and Tall, the captain for Zombie Racing, currently in second. Zombie Racing got quite a few here that are running quite well. Is this Typhoon Monaco for Zombie Racing coming through to take second? But Dreams Over's taken first for Grand Horse. They also got third.
Yeah, fourth. I think Ranu's won that. Might have won it quite a few points, don't they?
So yeah, Grand Horse 45.5 to 37.5. So not a massive difference, but an early lead for Grand Horse there.
French take the lead again.
So into the second race, 1800 metres this time. Proudest moment flaming for Zombie Racing, but Grand Horse has got their captain, Spirit of Ponyfish, and Fancy Rings with the Flames. Quick look at their teams. Definitely not over for Zombie. He's still got some strong horses here to catch up in the mids and the marathons. Probably a bit more favourable in the marathons for him. And for Grand Horse, they do have a couple of strong marathoners at least as well.
Quite a balanced team, that one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So no clear advantage there between the two of them, I don't think. Yeah, if you have a quick look at their group.
Someone called Mitch is in the chat.
Hi, Mitch. So yeah, here's their group. False Cold Syndicate, race 3, currently on 6 points. Zombie Racing, race 2, currently on 6 points. Alaran Galaxy Racing, race 2 on 0, so they're out. Grand Horse, race 1, have currently lost 1, so if they beat Zombie and then beat Alaran Galaxy Racing, that means we'll have 3 teams on 6 points.
Oh yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. It's going to come down to point difference then.
Who's your stable, Mitch? Must be one of the ones we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Oh, no stable.
We've got the Matrix track again. It's making a lot of appearances tonight.
Yeah, it must be a glitch.
It's definitely my favourite track on this.
It's sad that I watch them in 2D. If I do watch them.
There's no reason to build the dashboard just so I can watch all the races. It didn't feel like a game without it.
Yeah.
So here we go, race 2, 1800 metres, Zombie Racing versus Grand Horse. Grand Horse taking a slight lead from the sprint. They've also got 2 flames here, including the captain, Spirit of Ponyfish. Wouldn't write off Big and Tall though for Zombie Racing. I know that horse has been strong across the mids and the marathons. I think given how close the marathon will be as well, I think Zombie need a good finish here.
Yeah.
Let's follow their captain.
Make the group really interesting if Grand wins this.
Yeah. It looks like Zombie Racing at the moment is in a. It's got a 50 point, plus 50 points in their point difference,
Okay.
which is more than Foles Gold, who are on minus 25, and Grandos are currently behind on point 0.5. So I think Zombie's in quite a strong position unless he gets absolutely hammered here. And then yeah, I think
Can't remember if
Grandos
he's
would pop out.
done better in marathons.
Yeah, I can't remember now. I think Grandos would kick Foles Gold out as well if they win these next two. They'll be on positive points as well. Just coming up to 500 meters to go. Big and Breathless currently in the lead for Zombie Racing.
What's Grand Ooze captain?
Spirit of Ponyfish.
So famed in the
250 to go. Yeah. Proudest Moment currently in the lead for Zombie Racing. Limp has just taken that, but also for Zombie Racing. Is this coming up on the inside, outside here? AK. AK for Grand Horse wins it.
That, hasn't it? Yeah.
So the Spirit of Ponyfish came last there though, so that's going to be that might hurt Grand Horse a little bit. Let's see where Big and Tall finished.
Big and Tall 10th. Oh no, that's Big Breakfast. Sorry. Big and Tall 7th.
Okay, so we've got 10 points for that. It's going to be a bit more than they got for Spirit of Ponyfish. Let's see how that affected the results there. Oh, it's very tight going into the last race. 1.5 points in it, so Zombie definitely made up that gap there.
Captains are needed in the last.
Yeah, and Big and Tall is Flame for Zombie Racing, so this could be. This is definitely going to be a close race coming into the last one. So 1.5 points to Grand Horse currently leading. Zombie Racing captain Big and Tall has taken the flames, but Grand Horse also have AK and Fancy Rings. So the finishing position of the captains is going to make the whole difference here. I think Big and Tall finishes first. Obviously, they get 1.5 points, so that's 18. And those extra 6 points are going to be more than enough to win this race. So,
if Grand Ooze loses this, that's it. He's out, isn't
he? Yes. Yeah.
So you only have one game left. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
6, yeah.
Yeah. So Zombie will go up onto 9 points. False Gold will sit on 6, and Grand Horse, even if they beat Ale and Galaxy, they'd only be on 3 points. So. Last race would be for Pride. So the final race of the evening. Zombie Racing versus Grand Horse. 1.5 point difference in it. Zombie Racing going to need a big finish from Big and Tall here, but he's flamed at least, so that's a good start. Forget this is England v France. This is a chance for a bit of redemption. We might be a little bit biased here, cheering on Zombie Racing, but you got through to the semi-finals, so I think we're allowed to be a little biased
after that game. Yeah. Well, yeah, the ref was biased towards France. Technically, we're the ref.
It's one way to look at it. So here we go. We'll follow the.
When a refs a game bad. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened, is it? Like we've seen it with other teams before in the past, but some of those decisions were just like, what are you doing? And VAR, it's a different result every time. It's weird. Like,
there's no point having it really. Automatic offlines and as the ball crossed the line and that sort of thing is useful, but anything else is still coming down to some guy's opinion. It might as well just be the refs at that point.
Yeah, well, it's like several guys' opinions now, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
it's a weird thing.
which I guess could work in your favour, but it could also work against you.
Yeah. It's like the shoulder barge penalty. I can't believe that took so long. Like he's
Oh
not
yeah,
even
it's
looking at
obvious.
the ball. He just
No.
come in and whacked him. It's like come on, that's so obvious. Like what are you looking at? The other ones are a bit, the legs tangle in, and when Matey Boy tripped over and then France scored right at the beginning. Those ones are debatable in some ways. I get why we want it, but I can also get why we don't get it. But yeah, it's like at the end of the day, if you're nowhere near the bloody ball, then it's a foul, isn't it? If
Yeah.
that was in the centre of the pitch, it would have been a foul.
Yeah. Just coming up to the halfway point. Keep your eyes on the two captains, Big and Tall for Zombie Racing and Spirit of Ponyfish for Grand Horse. So I think their finished positions might sway the results here quite a bit. So AK taking an early lead for Grand Horse. Spirit of Ponyfish currently in second for Grand Horse as well. It's their captain. Looks like a strong break from AK. Still 600 metres to go.
Yeah. I don't know. It's looking good for the French here.
It is. 400 metres to go. Big and Tall not really making enough movement up the pack. Spirit of Ponyfish is dropping. Limp currently in second. I've just lost that to Fancy Rings for Grand Horse. So Grand Horse currently have 1, 2. Third, fourth, fifth currently going to Zombie Racing. Captain coming through in sixth, seventh at the moment.
Finish, isn't it? It's like
It's very close, yeah, given I think Zombie did have a 12th place one there as well.
yeah. I think it's hard to call, but I think for the French,
It's going to be very close, yeah. I think Grand Horse might have just picked it. No, they didn't.
Oh,
Zombie Racing, 4 points.
Wow.
So let's check what that means for the groups.
That's 9 points for Zombie Racing.
So yeah, Zombie Racing goes through on 9 points as the group leaders there with 3 wins out of 3. Great results for them. False Gold Syndicate going through in second on 6 points, and Grand Horse and Alarin Galaxy Racing has still got 1 race left, but it's coming down to it's just for pride, that one. Yeah, good night of racing again.
Yeah.
Some good results as well. Close results.
Yeah. No massive comebacks tonight like we have been getting, but yeah, some good results and more people through to the quarterfinals.
That's it.
A few more people knocked out, unfortunately.
Who was that? Somebody just subscribed. Let me check. Zombie Racing. Thanks, Zombie, for following. And congratulations on your win. Doing England proud.
Yeah. Sorry, we gave your horses some drugs just before the race there. Don't worry about
it. So just looking at tomorrow's fixtures. Interstellar DNA versus Flaming Donkey, LJT versus Sharks on Heroin, Great North Racing versus Great Valkyrie Racing, Plotting and Trotting versus East Coast Stables, looking forward to that one. Chubby Pony Club versus Emerald Aussie Stable, and Crimson Hands versus Sprocket's Big Stable. That'll be another good race as well there. They're from the same group, aren't they, as well? They're all the same group, Crimson and Co.
Not sure. I know. Yeah, no, Crimson hasn't raced for a while.
No, it's not.
One.
Yeah, it's not in the same group. It's not in the same group. But yeah, brilliant. Only two more race days to go of the group stage, and we'll be into the knockout. So we'll also got a prize draw then for the teams who finish or you got knocked out in the group stage. We've got a few prizes to give out there, so we'll probably do those on final day. And yeah, we'll get all those booked in. So that the quarterfinals will be Thursday. It's not the quarterfinals; it's the last 16, isn't it?
Is it last 16 or quarterfinals? Don't know. Yeah, last 16. Yeah, correct. Yeah,
So
32 teams, isn't it, that go through? Yeah.
there's 32 teams in total. 16 go through.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that? Quarters? No.
Still,
Last
still,
16.
still last
Yeah,
16. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Same as the
It's
World
late.
Cup.
It's late. Smash ain't good.
Great. So
Full sail.
yeah, we'll be back tomorrow to go through these same time, 9:20 UTC. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cool.
And cheers, Derek, as well for being
All
on
right.
stream. Lovely.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers, mate. See you later.
Cool. See you later, everyone.